And I think we're ready to go here, CJ.
Yep. Mawkzy doesn't even know how many games he's playing. He's just ready to game.
He said best of how many?
He's like, I'll do whatever.
Yeah, it's all best of 5 today, all best of 7 tomorrow, and we are ready to go with Mawkzy versus Rw9.
Here we go.
Winner goes straight to top 4 in Salt Mine 3 EU finals. Loser will get a second shot later on against the winner of Zen versus Drally.
Absolute W format, and we are underway. Salt Mine finals, ladies and gentlemen. European edition to start with, as you said. North America later on, and Mawkzy might just be kicking this one off.
You love this. You love your kickoff goals, CJ. I know you absolutely love kickoff goals. But I like Mawkzy's patience on that one. He didn't rush the shot. He didn't have a lot of boost, just waited. Knew Rw9 wasn't going to get anywhere near him. Mawkzy, out of all the players in this tournament, is one of the absolute best at looking around with the right joystick.
Here,
I think he has indeed. Rw9 is struggling early. Now, this is not something that usually happens when these two play. Rw9 can tend to hang pretty well with Mawkzy in the kickoff game. Mawkzy bringing the A game in game 1, just 9 seconds in, already 2-0.
Yeah, he tried to time his kickoff there, Rw9, and just slow down before impact, but really got it all wrong. Mawkzy was one step ahead, and well, this time it's not going to be a kickoff goal right off the bat from Mawkzy, but he's still got mid boost and control. So 3 kickoff wins in a row for Mawkzy, but couldn't make the most of that possession. It is Rw9 throwing it downfield.
Yeah, Rw9 trying to catch Mawkzy going for the back corner boost there. Mawkzy not going to make such a mistake. Mawkzy does steal Rw9's corner boost. He gets demoed for his trouble. Lots of time for Rw9 to decide where he wants to take this. He goes for the sidewall back corner boost, full pitch, air dribble, reset, incoming. It's a decent one, but Mawkzy lands on the outside of the goal. That's massive. He's cleanly recovered and countered for 3-0.
That is an insane recovery from Mawkzy. He is locked in right now, off the crossbar as well. That just put more speed on the ball, grabs the corner boost straight up the wall and in the back of the net. Rw9 with his first real attack, and he's been countered straight away from Mawkzy.
It's always worth mentioning when these two do play. We have had some salt between them both in the past, so do not be surprised if we see that today. Great save there by Rw9. Mawkzy with the double tap attempt. He might be able to get back for this. He will. Just 10 boost for Rw9. Has to delay the flick. It didn't sit too pretty for him, and that's going to be 4-0. Oh, Rw9 is not happy. Mawkzy should stop this. Rw9 is not moving. Mawkzy's going to stop the ball to goal line.
You've got to go!
He put it in very quickly there. That wasn't the longest time wasted, but Mawkzy making Rw9 recover. Otherwise, that ball was not going in, and it would have ended 3-0.
Yeah, this is finals. There's no room for the team for niceties. Is that what we call it? Niceties?
I think so, yeah. One in chat of niceties, what you would have said.
That sounds good. You guys understand what I mean here, but as we said, Mawkzy, it was Rw9's fault. He had 10 boost, Johnny, and he went for a fake flick.
Yeah.
Which just means he's got no room to recover. There's no speed on the car. And he knew as soon as he did it, and Mawkzy did a jump, that he wasn't going to be able to get back in time. And with a 4-goal head start, it is only a best of 5, we have to note as well here in this qualifying final in this upper semi. So every game, even more important. The air dribble bump doesn't quite work.
Mawkzy just too strong. He actually bumped Rw9 into saving his own shot, but Rw9 is going to find a way through. First goal of the game for him. He is on the board, and I don't think he's going to feel too bad about this, because 2 of the goals were kickoff goals, which he seems to have figured out how to stop. And considering everything else, yeah, he messed up a flick, got countered. These are all errors he can polish out in the later half of the game. And yeah, he has definitely fixed that kickoff for now. Chance for him. No. Wait a minute, what? He's actually scored it. Rw9 accidentally hits the ball lower than he meant to, and Mawkzy pre-jumped over it.
I mean, Mawkzy just expecting the top corner. It's so smart from Rw9. He just rolled through it, almost pre-flipped the shot to take all the speed underneath. As soon as he saw Mawkzy jump, expecting that top right corner,
that's insane.
Rw9 goes broke.
Do you think he actually, I think initially he probably didn't jump that way, but then, yeah, like I said, he saw, okay, this isn't going to be a good hit. I've got to flip this the other way.
That's 4 kickoff goals now as well.
Yeah, Mawkzy too fast there. I think Rw9 definitely messed up on that one, though. He didn't have to go for the mid boost. He just underestimated Mawkzy's aggression. We got so long to go left in the game. I think Rw9, it's not like the good old days where he's just going to lose every kickoff and not change anything. He's got switch ups.
Well, he's lost another one, so he's back in, but that's a great challenge.
That's okay. I think that's all right.
He's not in the back of the net.
He's in a decent position there.
Doesn't quite get much power on this one. Mawkzy's right there, trying to cut the angle. Gets the demo, but Rice gets a touch. He should be able to spawn back in time, but Mawkzy with all the boosts, securing that corner as well to try and maintain this offense. A little cheeky pop over the top. Perhaps an open. Can he squeeze it in? Roas, this is where he goes to work on the goal line.
Roas actually surviving here. Mawkzy is going to get another one here anyway. Roas looking a bit tilted, not going to lie. He's looking just a slight bit annoyed with the, the post-confirmed goal minutes. He just sits still. I was talking to apparently Jack, and he says that, yeah, he thinks that if a player's motionless, if a player's completely still in Rocket League, after a goal is confirmed, 100% tilt. What do you think, CJ?
Yeah, I think it is. I think when you're putting your controller down in any moment, it's not great. So I'm going to say he's pretty tilted with that one. But as we said, Roas, he kind of joined a little bit late. Not sure what he was doing in the build-up, but right now he's getting punished everywhere. Mawkzy should be able to get around this easily. 7 goals on the board for Mawkzy with a 5-goal lead. Just over 2 minutes left. This could be game 1 under wraps, especially with how he's doing these kickoffs.
Yeah, Mawkzy's been just better in every aspect, better kickoffs. He's had more saves. He's had, far more consistency with his threats, not overextending. Roas definitely feels like he's pretty pushed to the limit here. Oh, nice fake though. Goes for the immediate shot after faking the boost steal. So Mawkzy was actually posturing here to defend his own back corner boost. And then Roas just switches it up on him and puts the 3rd goal in over his shoulder.
Cheeky mind game, a bit of shadow defense gone wrong there for Mawkzy. Still a 4-goal lead for him, however. Roas has won this kickoff. Can he get this one on net? Yes, he will. And a 2-goal turnaround all of a sudden. Just 3 on the board.
They definitely a game on here for Roas. Starting to come back. Starting to iron out the creases. Meanwhile, in Riz's stream, TRK is taking Nas to the cleaners. Nas has just forfeited game 1 with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. It was 9-1.
I thought that was 1-0, but it was a 9.
It's a 9.
I was reading up there. That is
9-1
not a number you often see in this sort of tournament with the best players in the world. Usually it's a bit close. However, as we say that, there is 7 goals right now for Mawkzy. Just under a minute 40 now left. Roas probably starting to worry a little bit about game 1 slipping from his grasp, but should be able to go. Oh, what a touch there. He lands on top of Mawkzy, who's able to steal that corner boost, trying to fake underneath. Roas does well, pushing forward down the other end.
Oh, he could have maybe had a demo there, but with no boost, he didn't think he could slow down and then actually catch Mawkzy on the landing. Very early shot by Mawkzy. Usually a player who'll control the ball and flick from these positions. So clearly he's trying to surprise Roas with these plays, but that's given away possession. All in play by Roas. Doesn't get the reset. Mawkzy dodges the demo on Roas's exit.
He does get the flick over the top, but it is a massive touch. Can he get a top miss? No, it is high. And now Roas grabbing that corner boost. Maybe he can get to work for himself. Flip reset. Mawkzy's on the left side. Tries to fake through and does so.
Oh, Mawkzy's flicked out play Roas was a good one, but he misses the open net. I mean, it wasn't the easiest open net in the world, but you got to be hitting those. Roas absolutely clips on him with a fake flip reset. 46 seconds to go, 2 goals in it. Roas has been doing a little bit better in the kickoffs, and now he does have control. Decides to pick the ball midfield. He didn't want Mawkzy to be all over him there. He can close the distance. Roas dives in. Mawkzy didn't see him coming.
Oh, he didn't see him at all, but Mawkzy does get back in time. Roas grabbing all the boost. That's a great flick over the top. Won't be a goal just yet. Mawkzy can secure that corner boost and perhaps kill this last 30 seconds down if he can keep control. Roas has to really challenge early now. He still needs 2, needs to find 1 right now. There's a flick over the top. Won't be a goal just yet, but Mawkzy's done so well to kill all of this time on the clock, and he's just got rid of him.
Nice one from Roas, because Roas is trying to threaten a counter-attack here. Mawkzy just bumps him twice out of the way to go up by 3, and that should be game. I don't think Mawkzy's going to lose 3 kickoff possessions in a row in 12 seconds. I'm not sure though. Do you reckon that nice one was a genuine compliment?
No, I think that last 30 seconds was a little bit tilting for Roas, but he might be able to get 1 back just for a bit of momentum going into game number 2. But if we are to look at this one, Johnny, it was the kickoffs to start that game. Just such a strong start. 4 goals to nothing for Mawkzy, and I guess that game just sort of got away from Roas pretty quick.
Yeah, it was definitely You know, that 2-goal difference at the start that had him playing catch up. Remember guys, first shout out of the day. I know you guys love when I do this. Exclamation mark TNR in the Twitch chat if you want to get the nextrank.com link. The site should be back up and running for you guys to get the last chance of the 15% discount on release of the Rocket League course made by myself and apparently Jack. Now I do say last chance. This final week that Salt Mine 3 is running is the last chance that you can sign up for that discount. If you're watching this in the future, after the official Salt Mine 3 finals week has already happened, you can still sign up for free content. So I do still use exclamation mark TNR in Twitch chat, or scroll down to YouTube description. We've got a building database of videos that you guys can check out if you want to improve at Rocket League. I think we're up to 7 videos as I'm saying this right now, but yeah, 1 more every week. You can get them for free if you join the email list on the nextrank.com. Now, worth mentioning, CJ, I wanted to ask you, looking at the bracket here, Rw9 and TRK are now teammates, because this might be news to someone watching. Rw9 and Clears have been signed by Falcons. Now Poe is no longer on Team Falcons. So if Rw9 is going to dodge TRK's side of the bracket, they both need to win here. And TRK looks like he is winning.
Well, yeah, TRK is doing his side of the job, but not so much for Rw9 here, especially after that game 1. However, the second half of that game, he looked to be in control. Let's see if Mawkzy can produce what he did in game number 1 at the start. He does win that early kickoff first possession. That's a fantastic flick, and he gets the first goal once again.
Yeah, it's defensive switch up by Rw9. He was, lunging in towards the end of the last game. Now he's decided to fake a challenge in shadow. But that's, the nightmare scenario when you're faking a challenge and shadowing. You don't want Mawkzy to be flicking the ball like this. He was really probably hoping that Mawkzy would fall for the fake challenge, drop the ball into a low 50, and concede possession. He is on one right now. There's just something about this guy. Like you said, when he peaks, he just looks unplayable. And he is absolutely peaking right now. It's another 2-0 lead in the opening seconds.
Yeah, I need to get his diet or something. I'm not sure what he had for dinner, but...
Probably snails.
No, I didn't try snails. I haven't tried
escargot?
No, that's it's not
They're nice. They're actually very nice. They just absolutely ram them full of garlic, so you can't really taste anything else.
Okay,
other spices.
So you eat them and then just make them not taste like what they should taste like.
Yeah.
And then
I don't think. Do we have any French people in chat? I don't think.
Let us know.
Snails actually taste. Do they taste like much if you don't fill them with spices and garlic? One in chat if they have really any flavor by themselves.
Oh, he's done well though, Rw9. He has got that one through, Mawkzy, and will get the first goal. So he's not going to let this lead extend just as far as game number 1. Just outpacing. He grabbed the corner boost really and beat him to the ball as well. A huge touch from Rw9. He's back in this one. He's looking better than that game 1.
Yeah, that was a great early read on the bounce by Rw9, but he gave himself a lot of options. I like the way Rw9 goes for these reads when he's setting up a shot. He doesn't commit left or right. He kind of goes, splits the difference, and if the bounce is a little bit inconsistent from what you expected. Oh, he's got this one through as well. Well, nice power shot. It wasn't perfect bottom corner, but it was enough. Again, Rw9 just shooting from distance. This time it will be for the tight game.
It was a race to that mid boost, and well, Mawkzy had to give up on that grabs corner, but Rw9 just knew that's just game sense 101 right there, knowing if he's going to go to that corner, the bottom left should be wide open, and well, Rw9 does find that, ties this game up, and you said this is certainly a lot better than game 1. Number 1, you said it yourself, Johnny, that he is so good at adapting his kickoff, Rw9. He's done really well, but the air dribble cringe is coming through. Rw9, I mean, that's his thing on the goal line.
Yeah, he is just unbelievable at defending these, and adaptation in every aspect of the game when Rw9 is on the board. No, Mawkzy just shrugged off a bump there. Rw9 might have thought he was tripping him. Luckily, the ball has rolled wide. Rw9 does have back corner control, but Mawkzy not going to sit back and give Rw9 a lot of space here. He is so good at just getting in your face in your own back corner without overextending.
Just to back off though, Mawkzy might have caught him out here. Rw9, it's wide off the post. Follow-up saved by Rw9. Can he turn this into something of his own? He's thrown it on net and somehow has turned a certain goal against him into one of his own.
Oh, Mawkzy is going to be furious with himself. That was completely open, and he absolutely smashed the post. He's now losing game 2. Now these two, they've got a very real rivalry. Definitely a bit of competitive respect between them, but most of their rivalry over the years has been bad blood. I will be honest. There's just something about the way Mawkzy plays that doesn't sit well with Rw9. Rw9 doesn't, and he doesn't, like playing against Mawkzy. He likes to beat him. Rw9 is backed off here. Mawkzy heard that, but for once his flick is not in the top corner.
Usually so clinical with those, but this time it wasn't to be. He's got a great little bounce dribble setup that's so dangerous for Rw9, who somehow, again, his flip, his second flip is just, it lasts longer than anyone else I've ever seen in the game. I think he's found something here.
Yeah, he really is something special for... I mean, Mawkzy didn't even go fully committed for that one because he probably knew that if he did, Rw9 was going to save it and have a free counter-attack. Mawkzy with an early flick there. Rw9 fake challenge doing work. And this is, a great job of defensive posturing from Rw9. Mawkzy's not been able to get into the pocket and release those flicks as quickly as he usually does. This is a chance still for Mawkzy to do exactly that. No, into the air he goes. The two failed air dribble bumps. Will he go for another one? Yes, he will. And Rw9 stops that one as well. He just saved the dodge until after the bump landed and used it to get himself back to the ball.
And he's on now. Flip reset right down the other end. This could be another 2-goal swing, and it is! Rw9 defensively just on another level right now, and he punishes down the other end.
Yeah, it's 3 in a row. 3 saves in a row on Mawkzy's air dribble bumps, and they've not been bad attempts. Mawkzy's really been on point with them. He's been close to the ball. He's been aiming straight for Rw9. He even made good contact with him that time. But yeah, like you said, Rw9 his dodge. It seems to last forever. He always has it to recover. This time he will go for the delayed challenge, and Mawkzy gets it past him. When he needs a goal, you know what's going to happen. Everybody knows where the ball's going. No one can stop it.
Yeah, that's a better flick from Mawkzy. We saw him not quite execute in his previous attack, but this time he does get the job done. Still a goal down, and Rw9 in a little bit of a different position from game number 1. Mawkzy's backed up right to that corner booster. Rw9 might have just slung this on net, bar down. Mawkzy caught out of position.
Well, the ground shots by Rw9 in this game have been spectacular. That is from just inside the halfway line. Mawkzy did not think Rw9 would just ping it from there. How about that from placement? In off the bar, absolutely perfectly. 1 minute and 45 to go. Mawkzy in a position to win this one. There's no doubt about it. If there's one thing that he can do very well, it's create threats quickly. He could just get dribbling at supersonic and flick, but he's got some defending to do before he can think about that. Rw9 unable to get the ball past him. Has to concede possession to Mawkzy's back corner.
Yeah, he tries to pop it up so Mawkzy doesn't have time to work this one, but he's got it in the best spot here. Into Rw9 can't get the save on that one. Mawkzy's flick again too strong off the crossbar. It's back to 1.
Yeah, Rw9 is trying to hide behind the ball there and get some kind of position to create a save here. He got a touch on the ball, but Mawkzy's flick was just too fast. I do expect Rw9 to just rush a challenge next time Mawkzy's dribbling. Mawkzy is so good at spotting those, but you have to, you've got to earn Mawkzy's respect. You can't just let him get up close every time with no pressure. So yeah, will Rw9 just dive? No, actually Mawkzy flicks so early that he doesn't bother. Another great late dodge by Rw9, but he's in a lot of trouble here. Low boost, pathing around the edge of the box, trying to survive.
Yeah, he's missed that touch, and that's got to be the goal from Mawkzy. So clever there, grabbing boost and just starving Rw9 in defense, who tried to pick up all the pads, but in the end, just out of position and not expecting that crossbar to bounce out that way. We're back to a tie game, 1 minute left. Mawkzy feels like he's got this one in a pretty good spot now as Rw9 does win this kickoff. Mawkzy has to back off.
Yeah, crucial game here for Rw9. It's best of 5s all day today. Rw9 with a reset. Oh, the angle change. This completely outplays Mawkzy. He was diving in for a direct challenge, and Rw9 puts it around him.
Not just the angle change, but how quickly he got the flip reset. Just instant off the car there, turning so fast in the air. Mawkzy not ready for that one, finding it in behind. Rw9 regaining the lead and doing so much better as well on these kickoffs from game number 1.
Oh, that's really good positioning by Rw9. Faked the mid boost grab and then went for the steal on Mawkzy's boost. That's put Mawkzy on 0. Mawkzy really got to be careful here. He's actually the player in a defensive position. Don't let the pressure fool you. Rw9 with another perfect shot, this time full volley, bar down and in for the second time this game.
That is just absolutely unsavable. Mawkzy had it if it was anywhere but bar down. And that touch has just been quality. We saw the snipe from midfield before from Rw9. That shot, the little bounce dribble, we see executed so well. He now gets the 2-goal lead. He wins the kickoff as well. Corner boost obtained. Under 30 now. Mawkzy just has to go. He has to find one of the flicks that We know he's got any, but he doesn't get any flick on it, and that just could be the game. Rw9 flips to the boost as well, which was almost trouble. Mawkzy just throwing the kitchen sink at it. But we look to be headed for a tie game as Rw9 just kills all the time off the clock and gets one more to go with it.
Yeah, he had to go there, Mawkzy. Rw9 was going to waste too much time, so he had to dive. Rw9 knew that was Mawkzy's only win condition, and he puts it past him. That puts us at a tie series over here. It's actually in a very close game on Riz's channel between TRK and NAS. Game 2, 8 apiece. So still, you know, great consistent play by TRK. It seems to be a real contender here. That's no surprise. But yeah, I'm sure all of the Falcons fans, all the Middle East Rocket League fans watching, are hoping that TRK and Rw9 can dodge each other in the bracket. They've got to either both win or both lose. And if you're a Falcons fan hoping for them to dodge each other, you don't want them both to lose. So yes, winning is the only option.
And another high-scoring game over on Rizzo's channel, who has the alternate, or the other matchup of the upper semi-final or the qualifying final to move into that prelim, and it is currently into overtime in game number 2. So here again, we have TRK potentially be able to go 2-0 up, but I believe we do have some replays.
Yeah, we got some post-game highlights there. Actually, we've got some up to nice series highlights. Brought to you powered by the Chalkcast, CJ, the official podcast of Saltmine 3. CJ, tell me about the Chalkcast. Where can I watch it? What's it all about?
Well, it's the #1 podcast on Earth. If you love Rocket League and everything in between, if you love seeing Rizzo get abused for 1 hour per week, tune into the Chalkcast. We've got a Patreon as well, and that's where we upload all of the bonus content. We chat to you guys, and it's beautiful stuff. So we've got YouTube, Spotify, everything in between. It's fantastic. Myself, Johnny Boy, and Rizzo. So make sure you tune into Chalkcast as we check those highlights of that game. Rw9 really just cleaning up a lot of the errors from game number 1. And defensively, those counter-attack goals, the 2-goal swing.
Yeah, the irritable bump saves, especially. Yeah. That's what he's known. One of the things he's known for. I mean, he is when it comes to 1v1 at least, he's just in a league of his own when it comes to defense. But yeah, irritable bumps often get called unstoppable, the unstoppable move when they're executed well, but Rw9 makes them look very stoppable. He makes them look very normal, even against a world-class irritable bump player like Mawkzy. Well, we're all tied up over here, and it's all tied up on Riz's stream. NAS fighting back to 1-1 in the other qualifying final.
Yep.
So none of these matches will eliminate the players, but winners of these will progress into top 4. That's a big deal when you're trying to move up in the rankings, move up in the prize money. Mawkzy with a very aggressive move at the start of game 3, just diving in and missing. Now he didn't have any boost there, so he's trying to keep pressure on, trying to look for positions to even out the boost battle. He wanted a precise touch and he missed completely, so that's a free goal for Rw9.
Yeah, just a little bit of a misplay from Mawkzy. We have seen some offense and some flicks that haven't quite worked out, but this is the first time that we've seen a real mistake there and an early first goal. The first time as well that Rw9 has got the first goal in the game.
Yeah, it seems like Rw9 is the player starting to gain some ground. He's struggled with Mawkzy's flick, but who doesn't? He's definitely been outplayed a fair share, but I think when it comes to the aerial game in this matchup, has the clear advantage. Mawkzy now from distance decides to dribble it. Rw9 does effectively close the distance. In fact, he might have a counter-attack here. Not able to get that last touch of the ball, though. Mawkzy bumps him out of the way. That's going to be 1-1. Well, great bump by Mawkzy. Rw9 stretching to try and get a second goal. He stretched a bit too far.
He did so well there, just finding the bump. Rw9 flipping too far past that one. Mawkzy getting a pretty easy goal down the other end, and I mean, we spoke about it in the pre-game as well. You guys in chat were talking about this matchup. No one could split it, really. We had our Rw9 3-1 in recent matchups, but Mawkzy with the overall win-loss record over Rw9. So these guys are so close, and really it is about who's playing better on the day, who's in the zone, and who can capitalize on mistakes.
You know, we had a Shotcast Duels 1v1 tournament. I think it was just about, it must have been half a year ago now. Mawkzy Rw9 was the final for that one when Mawkzy won it. Oh my goodness, Rw9 has just absolutely beamed it here. He's trying to be a bit too smart. Fakes the boost grab one way and then went to control the ball in the back corner, and yet maybe just had to accept the fact he's going to get boost starved on that occasion, because that's a perfect top corner flick in your own net, buddy. I was going to mention that, yeah, when Mawkzy beat Rw9 in the final, he said that this was a, a really happy moment for him. He's glad that it was Rw9 specifically that he beat in the final because it was a 10th win all time against him. That seems to have angered Rw9 because since then it went from 10-5 all-time Mawkzy over Rw9 in series to now 11-8. Rw9 has had the better of him recently and now he's debited, but he's clattered the bar and I don't know if he can get back to this before Mawkzy will.
It's unfortunate, and the spawn off the kickoff was perfect. Into the back left corner, Mawkzy now reset off the ceiling, trying to fake Rw9, who's pre-jump and still landed on it. He somehow covered everything. Attempts the little Hookser pinch, the wall pinch, but it doesn't come off. Still able to grab boost, and Mawkzy in a little bit of an awkward position here on attack.
He's got to be careful here. Rw9 hunting for the demo. Mawkzy knows that though. Safe in his back corner with over 50 boost. Rw9 has only got 16 to his name. Mawkzy just picked up the back corner 100. He's very comfortable here. One of the best corner players in the world. Mawkzy, full volley. Rw9 can only double it in his own net. I mean, that was as good of a try as you could make in that position. He got a bit too close for a shot that powerful. And in an attempt at his own crossbar, he can only follow through an own goal.
He's done the most unfortunate, nice double touch I've ever seen, and that's basically 2 own goals in a row. Obviously both on target by Mawkzy, but Rw9 not really helping himself defensively, and a couple of mistakes there from himself. It's feeling a little bit like game 1, but he's done well to catch Mawkzy out, who wanted to turn on that ball. He gets one back, trying to erase that last moment in defense out of his own mind. And he's done well. It's back to 1. There's still a lot of time in this one.
Yeah, a lot of time to go. Rw9 scored, what is it now, 4 goals in this game. He's very balanced, 2 in each net. That's almost a massive kickoff win, but it's going to be Mawkzy with control. He got back quickly enough, now gets tripped up by Rw9, who's threatening an immediate counter-attack goal. So is Mawkzy. Great focus on the ball there by both players. Rw9's boost management is fantastic. Mawkzy has to be careful. He might not realize that Rw9 has any boost here, never mind 30. It looks like he didn't, but he can't get scored on. Mawkzy somehow finds a way to force the miss. Still Rw9 hunting. Direct air dribble dunk, also blocked by Mawkzy.
And again, maybe a top corner or a double follow-up, but Rw9 has missed that one off the corner. This time it's Mawkzy. We've spoken about Rw9's defense. I mean, we always do every time this man plays, but this time it is Mawkzy. How can he do it this time, though? The flip reset and the fade. Maybe the best decision, Johnny, is to do nothing at all.
Yeah, definitely when you get a reset like this one, his car bounced off the ball very awkwardly, and the bounce went straight over Mawkzy, who, he's been on the receiving end of a lot of actual used flip resets in this series, so I don't blame him for expecting that to be another one by Rw9. They're completely dead even. The players who have been such great rivals for their entire 1v1 careers, still inseparable, even in their biggest match to date, in the biggest one tournament today. Mawkzy finds an opening. He is just so fast to the punch. Rw9 is not in a terrible position here, but look at that turn by Mawkzy, and he anticipated Rw9 hitting the ball to his own back corner, completely cut him off.
Yeah, it was a weak touch from Rw9 as well, who tried to just pre-flip that one into the back corner, but he got no power on the hit. Meant that Mawkzy could just catch up to that ball and find the back of the net, who now has the lead, has the ball as well. Corner boost obtained. Rw9 trying to fake a pop. Mawkzy just waiting so long. It's perfect every single time when he's locked in, when he's playing well, and Rw9 with a bit of respect on the flick as well with a nice one in chat.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's a perfect flick. At this point, I never know if Rw9 is serious with his compliments in quick chat against Mawkzy. That just looked like a pretty standard flick for Mawkzy. Nothing too special for him. For anyone else in the world, that would be their best flick in the series. But for him, it's just, one of the flicks he's going to score this game. Oh, that's not a bad flick. Oh, great follow through, Rw9. Mawkzy with a taste of his own medicine. That all came down to just the disrespectful drive challenge in the midfield, where he decided to go, and you have to do this against Mawkzy. You can't back off every time. You need to just go to get respect from him, or else he's going to flip into the top corner every single dribble. Yeah,
it just came from that direct attack as well, the direct approach where he just decided to sling it on net, which is exactly what Mawkzy's done as well off the kickoff, and he's got a goal straight back.
Well, that's just such a good shot. He had no boost, grabbed the 12 pad, and booms the shot towards Rw9's net. Rw9 knew the shot was coming. He wasn't in a terrible position, but Mawkzy just hit it so much harder than Rw9 expected. With a minute and 8 to go, it's Mawkzy again. with that slight lead. France versus KSA. Been a tense rivalry for a long time. How is Mawkzy landing with the back ball there? That's unbelievable. Rw9 must have thought, okay, minimum here, I'm forcing him into his own net, and I'm continuing my attack. Well, he might be now. Mawkzy's been bumped off the wall. Rw9 slots from distance. Mawkzy knew Rw9 was chasing him, but still good contact by the Saudi Arabian pro.
Yeah, as soon as Mawkzy tried to just wave dash off that wall, it left him so exposed. Rw9 knew exactly where he was going to land, found the bump, and then it's as easy as just trying to put that ball on net. And when I say easy, I mean I would miss that every day of the week and twice on Sundays.
Safe.
But he did well there. He got one goal back. Still needs one more. 38 seconds. He's in a great spot. It just decides to flick a top bids. I don't know if Mawkzy thought he could possibly get that angle from there.
Well, Rw9 faked a jump, so Mawkzy backed off, thinking that Rw9 was aerialing. And then Rw9 flies back down and sticks it top bins with the back end of his car. I mean, he kind of just hybrid flicked, shot that one in. That's ridiculous placement. And the fake jump to back him up. Now Mawkzy's accidentally double jumped to the kickoff. Rw9 does have an open net here. He's got to get it in quickly, and he does. Mawkzy crumbles with 30 seconds to go. It's Rw9 in front.
He was 2 goals up with a minute left, and now he finds himself 1 goal down. Mawkzy in big trouble here in game number 3. And on the other side of things, again, Rizzo has the other game, TRK taking on Nas, and TRK has taken that 2-1 lead in that series. He's moving on to match point. Could potentially be the first one through to that top 4 here in the Salt Mine Finals.
Oh, a save by Mawkzy. He's got a ton of boost left over as well, but Rw9's fake challenge gets Mawkzy to flick early, and now he's managed his boost exceptionally well. Flicks it clear to Mawkzy's end of the field. What's his big shot going to be? He's actually lining up a flick to the right here. He's popped it over Rw9. Well, it's simple as for Mawkzy. In the closing seconds, Rw9 was afraid of the flick, challenged early, and Mawkzy saw it. That is such a good read. He ties it up with just 4 seconds left.
This man just has the ball in the perfect spot on his car at any moment. It means he can get that flick or the double jump. We got 4 seconds now. This kickoff is crucial. Rw9 might get one last possession.
Oh,
He's taking it to the sky. Here goes Mawkzy, taking it in the air. Flip reset obtained. He's trying to go low. Fakes it, gets it on target, but Mawkzy does so well. And we have overtime here in game number 3.
Drive kickoff by Mawkzy. Rw9 goes right through him. It's in the back corner. Both players have boost though. Mawkzy looking to challenge the ball off the wall. Does so. Still control for Rw9. Now he can come off the sidewall with an all-in play. Now how all-in is he going to go? Flip reset secured early. He's lining it up. Top shelf. And it's Rw9 for the 2nd game in a row. He leads the series 2-1.
Utter perfection from Rw9. As soon as he got the reset, he just kept it until Mawkzy had to commit to the low or high. Finds the top corner. Rw9 takes the lead in the series, wins the all-important game number 3, and moves on to match point. 1 game away now from securing the win and moving into that top 4.
Well, stage 1 of Salt Mine was France's in EU, an all-France grand final. Stage 2 belonged to Morocco, an all-Morocco grand final. So far in stage 3, the final double money stage, where we are going to crown a champion of the entire Salt Mine 3 tournament. It is Saudi Arabia who are currently on top. TRK beating Nas on Rizzo's stream. Winner of that will advance to top 4. Rw9 beating Mawkzy over here on the mainstream. Winner of that will advance to top 4. Falcons on top. Saudi Arabia on top, but still not over. Nas fighting on Rizzo's stream for survival. He's actually doing really well in game 4 there with a 2-goal lead. And I'm sure Mawkzy's got more in the tank to try and make this as difficult for his rival as he can.
You see the bracket right there, and just with this game in particular, I was just having a look at the highlights there, forgetting that Rw9 basically scored 10 goals. He owned goal twice in that game against one of the best ones plays in the world and still got the win. So a phenomenal performance, a great comeback as well. 2 goals down with a minute left. Mawkzy doing his best, getting that late equaliser, but Rw9 just so clinical in the air.
Yeah, he's had the aerial game edge. I think, well, Mawkzy with the flicks, he's always going to have the advantage. There's no one fighting him for that at the moment in the World of Ones. But Rw9 has got the aerial dominance. He did so well defending Mawkzy's air dribble bumps that he forced Mawkzy to stop doing it completely. That was something Mawkzy really focused on in game 2. Didn't work enough, and now he didn't even bother in game 3. So that's what you can do. I mean, it applies to all strategies in Rocket League. If you can deny something that your opponent's doing time and time again, they have to switch it up. They're gonna change their strategy. So, I mean, simple as if you guys want to stop air dribble bumps from working against you, just save them. It's really quite straightforward. I don't know why people complain about it all the time.
Just be better, and Rw9 has caught him out.
No
Can he angle? Yes, he can. He lands on the ground, gets the ground pinch off the post, and in the back of the net.
A pre-flip challenge in the back corner, and just when it looked like the ball was past the point of no return, he just slots it. Bottom corner, 1-0 Rw9. Mawkzy in trouble. Lost games 2 and 3 already. Pre-flip shot attempt there by Rw9. He's got the follow through for the boost, even though he didn't get the touch on the ball. And Mawkzy goes infield. Rw9 knew he was just right there, ready to block it before the dribble can even get started.
Rw9 loves his goal line defense, but I've been so impressed with this sort of his game, this part of his game, the harassment, the shadow defense. He's really not letting Mawkzy set up a flick. We know as soon as Mawkzy does get time, he's going to execute. But he goes for us again. The aerial play has been his game so far. Fakes the ground touch, or perhaps couldn't quite get to it. That's left him exposed. Mawkzy trying to go the direct approach. Rw9 has to reach for it. No boost, but he does make the save.
Yeah, Rw9 is so good at surviving a very little boost here. He went for a glancing blow on the ball and missed. Well, Rw9 didn't want the 50-50 here because Mawkzy might just completely neutralize it, and then the boost advantage would result in a goal. But he didn't get enough of a touch. I mean, if you're going to go drive through the ball like that, you have to hit it somewhat, somewhat hard, so that it bounces into your opponent and goes literally anywhere but there. But yeah, Rw9 got too small of a touch. Mawkzy with his first goal of the game, could be a second here. Never mind, Rw9 has saved it, even though it was pretty much pixel perfect top corner.
He almost got the second goal straight away there, but Rw9, as we know and love, doing so well. He's got to get back now. He's still got no boost. Hasn't quite a big pad for a while. He does get that corner, which is huge. And that could mean that Mawkzy can't get the attack going, but he gets the best 50 he possibly could. He grabs the lead here in game number 4.
Yeah, that's why Rw9 is so scared to just 50 the ball into Mawkzy. Mawkzy angling his car to block Rw9's 50, keep the ball in the middle, while Rw9's momentum took him away from the play. He is a very, very difficult player to get off the ball. I mean, when it comes to ground game, I think he might be just the hardest player to dispossess. And now the bump from Mawkzy completely cleans Rw9 out of the play, and he will lead 3-1 with that wave dash recovery on the kickoff, giving him more than just a race to the ball, but also the physical option. Rw9 could not avoid it.
You just cannot split these two. They both are taking in turns to grab their momentum within games and within their series. This time it is Mawkzy with 2-goal lead, but Rw9 trying to grab that boost. He does grab it. Mawkzy right low picks up that first pad and just flicks it instantly, trying to create some space and perhaps a boost, and somehow gets a demo with no boost at all. And Rw9 was not expecting that.
Yeah, Rw9 had the boost advantage, so you didn't want to just give the ball to Mawkzy for free by hitting it back corner. Didn't think Mawkzy would go for the all-in demo with the little momentum that he had in the position. Still well played though by Mawkzy, who looks clinical despite 2 games going against him before this. Here's Rw9 in the aerial game. No fake challenge by Mawkzy. Initially slows Rw9's progress, but now he's right back into attack. That's really well done though by Mawkzy. Initially faking an aerial challenge and then actually going for one. Can he stop this one though? It's a double tap by Rw9 and it's in. Third time is the charm for Rw9, who continues to give Mawkzy trouble in the air.
Yeah, Mawkzy initially doing so well, but this time Rw9 takes the direct approach, which he has done a couple of times so far in this series, which has caught Mawkzy out. He's expecting those mind games, the flip reset fakes. This time the flick is all he needs, and that's a great kickoff again. Can Mawkzy get back? He does off the post, but he's got no boost. He has to go again here. He's picked up the pad in front of net, but he's in big trouble as long as the 50 goes through, and it does. Rw9 with 2 goals in just moments.
Yeah, that's really smart by Rw9. He's faking to dribble the ball across the goal. Mawkzy angled his car that way, and then suddenly it goes behind him. Big dunk by Rw9 within 1. Still half the game to go. Looks like Mawkzy will have control here though. Oh, Rw9 might have it, in fact. He's got to be quick, but he is. Escapes down the line with the ball. And he dodges the demo that Mawkzy went for on the back wall. That's really well done by Rw9. He looked behind him there to see where Mawkzy was coming from.
Yeah, Mawkzy's giving all the respect right now for Rw9, but he doesn't need a goal, and he's just turned and burned him and found the goal as well. Mawkzy not expecting that at all. The change up of speed. Have a look at it from Rw9, just flipping around him.
and we have a tie game once again.
That dash is so next level by Rw9. He fakes the infield cut, hits the brakes. Mawkzy thinks, well, that's him done. Nope, he's actually still got a touch around him. And it's perfect so that he can get back to it with the goal. Rw9 pathing over small pies now. Does perfectly to keep control of the ball. Mawkzy dispossesses him though. Look how quickly he gets it started with the attack. Immediately into Supersonic, threatening the top corner flick. But it's a fake, and Mawkzy barrels through Rw9 on the goal line. I mean, how do you stop this guy? He just gets going so quickly, you have no time to position. The flick is threatened. Even when he doesn't pull the trigger on that, he's got so much momentum with the follow-through.
When you've got the best flicks in the world, that's what you can do. Just the presence that you have with the ball on top of your car. But Rw9 has won this kickoff. Can he find it on net? He puts it on. Mawkzy can't get there. All of the hard work completely undone by a kickoff goal for Rw9.
Yeah, strong kickoff there by Rw9. Nice little aerial shot over Mawkzy's head. Still match point Rw9 here. It looks like it's going to game 5 on Rizzo's channel for TRK versus Nas. Oh, he's bumped him. Mawkzy still recovers though. In fact, he's done more than that. He's countering. Rw9 thought he was in attack, but he's the one under attack. It's Mawkzy surviving and actually using that bump from Rw9 to propel him forward.
And an absolute switcheroo. I thought for sure the Rw9 off that pinch could get a goal there, but yeah, these 2-goal swings have been vital. This time it's for Mawkzy, however. He has lost the kickoff and possession. We'll have to track all the way back. Rw9 trying to keep this ball in the air, trying to keep it dangerous, and he's done so well again. Top left, 6-6.
I mean, such an instructive moment there from Rw9, switching sides with his approach. So many angles to cover for Mawkzy, and he couldn't get the top corner covered when Rw9 cut in field and shot it. Tense moments now in game 4. Can Rw9 get a lead and put Mawkzy under pressure? Oh my word, how has he saved that? Dodges the demo as well. I mean, Rw9 has already set a high bar for expectations when it comes to saves in Rocket League, but he is exceeding it time and time again. That is pure perfection.
Almost trouble as well for Rw9, but the great challenge does get boosted. He's looked so strong in the air, especially when he gets a reset. This time he's trying to take the direct, perhaps a good 50. Mawkzy's done well. Will lose that corner boost, but the perfect backflip challenge from Rw9 gives him the lead with under a minute left.
Rw9 is just too strong. Mawkzy thought he had time in the back corner. He thought Rw9 would back down, respect the dribble. Rw9 hits him with a half-flip challenge, and now he does lead in game 4. Rw9 looking for top 4 in the tournament at the earliest possible moment. Trying to stay winning. Mawkzy does have back corner control though. He's got options. Again, Rw9 just dives in the back corner. He has been so aggressive in the closing minute.
There's no respect, even when he's a goal up with everything on the line right now, but Mawkzy's got the ball in the perfect spot. Rw9, he's been caught out a couple of times. This top corner, who saved it? Rw9 with the demo as well, mid-boost. At the most crucial of times here, 30 seconds, and he's dove it in! He's absolutely done him dirty!
Mawkzy wanted a demo in the midfield, but he got demoed, and then on the respawn, he gets completely faked out by Rw9, who leads by 2. If he can get control of the ball, this could be over for Mawkzy. He'll be back later in the stream to try and get top 4 against someone else. I think it's the winner is then Drally. And Rw9 does win the first kickoff, that's huge.
That was absolutely disgusting. Rw9 has missed the boost, but he has been demoed. He gets the free spawn back. Mawkzy trying to take it upstairs. That's where he's not as comfortable, and that shot has gone wide. This could be game. This could be Rw9 being the first player through into that top 4 Salt Mine finals. Mawkzy coming down the bottom, and he's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, in a stunning fashion. He does get the job done. Rw9, the first through to the final 4.
Oh, listen, if Mawkzy hit the back corner pitch on him, that would have been fair enough, but it's Rw9. 9 goals. GG's. 3 straight for Falcons Rw9. They're going to be absolutely delighted with their newest player. He is into the top 4. He is peaking at the right time. And he has given Mawkzy a bit of a scary match later on today. There are no easy matches in this playoff bracket. Mawkzy will need to come out victorious against the winner of Zen versus Drally if he wants to make top 4. What a performance though by Rw9. He, defended the air double bumps so well. Mawkzy didn't even bother going for them again later in the series. I think really for me, it's always the case, but it's the saves. These saves on the goal line are just, they're next level by Rw9. who has advanced top 4. Now we just wait and see if his teammate can follow him, who is right now trailing in Game 5 against TRK on Rizzo's stream. Yeah, let's take a look at the post-series highlights here, brought to you by Chalkcast. We did actually have a chance to record a bunch of Chalkcast episodes here for the Patreon. So we've got, I think, 5 recorded in person.
Miles ahead.
I know a lot of you guys watched the ones we did in Boston with Chalkcast in person, and then as well at Dusseldorf. But yeah, anytime, pretty much anytime that we're together, the 3 of us, CJ and Rizzo, we're trying to get those recorded. So yeah, we can just have a little bit of an easier time back home. We don't have to synergize the time zones.
I mean, we chat about anything Rocket League and anything else, basically. So if you enjoy having a good time, make sure you check that out. But as you said, the defense Roas was exceptional, but it's not just him, defending and stopping a goal. It's how he can get a 2-goal swing and instantly turn that into an attack down the other end.
Let's take a look at the post-series stats from Roas and Mawkzy. Roas actually with the field control, not too unusual. Mawkzy does like to dribble the ball back into his half, but possession in favor of Roas. That's not something we usually see against Mawkzy, who's generally so good at controlling the play, keeping his opponent under control. Guys, we're 1 match down for day 1 of Salt Mine 3 finals. EU, we can take a look at the bracket right now and see where we're at. We just saw Roas beat Mawkzy. Mawkzy's not out yet, though. You can see that he's progressed into the semi-final. He'll play the winner of Zen Rally, which happens to be our very next match on stream, starting in roughly 8 minutes' time. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go to a quick break. Rizzo is still streaming Game 5 of TRK versus NAS, so if you want to catch the end of that one, head over to Rizzo's channel. We'll be back here in about 5 minutes with the warm-up for Zen versus Rally, which you are absolutely not going to want to miss.